Yo, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I'm currently sat at the football club. My lad has got football training, so I thought I'd jump on and make a quick video. There's a few things that I've always wanted to say within a video or show you guys about the journey, if you are on YouTube, of the stuff that's happened to me. So I've got a list of pros and cons of stuff that happened to me over the years. I'm currently at 98,520 subscribers, so 1,460 to go to the big 100k. If you haven't liked the video already and subscribed, please do. And hopefully this will be some help to you guys who are thinking of starting YouTube but already have, and I will be going through these things. So I've done positives, negatives. I'm going to run through the negatives first because I want the video to end on a high. So the few things that I have had to endure, witness, learn to ignore and whatnot over the years with YouTube. And if the audio is not as good, I left my microphone back at home. Anyway, the first low is how vile some people can be. This goes across the internet trolls, the people that have either doubted me or criticised me over the years. I can take constructive criticism, I can take criticism in general, to be honest, but when it's stuff involving my kids, which I've had videos, people comment on videos of, and it branches out even to the point where I've received emails from individuals who have been on my Facebook, have screenshotted pictures of my kids and then emailed it to me, not even threatening me, just making me aware that they know the kids, what they look like, where they go and everything. And this has all been reported to the police over the years. I've had to ring the police 3 times now on separate occasions for things that have happened because of YouTube. So many times I've nearly quit it because of what's been happening in the background and the pressures and the anxiety and the overall, is this worth it for what it is, to find out it's just people messing with me. It's just people getting in my head. For some reason, they've gone out of their way and spent their time and effort doing something like that for no... I don't know. I don't even know the word. You decide, but that's what we're starting off with. Then again, the weirdos. I've had people knock on my door at 2 o'clock in the morning. Got it all on camera, face covered, everything like that, banging on the door. We've had people ringing me at 2 o'clock in the morning just to swear down the phone to me, call me loads of pleasant names, as you can imagine. And that's probably happened 50 times over the years, just randomly people wanted to tell me exactly what they think in front of their friends when they've had a beer. And then half these people that have forgot to do it on a withheld number, who I had their details off. I found them on WhatsApp, I found where they've worked. I have that ammunition, so if they try and do it again, I'll just report them to the authorities or just ring their boss and tell them what they're doing, because most of the time it is sparks that have done it. There's 3 at least young lads that I caught doing it, are all young sparks who don't work that far away from me. So why, I have no idea. When I used to get drunk with my friends, when I was about 19, 20, you know, the last thing that crossed my mind was, I'm going to get drunk and at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to ring this guy, a family man who does YouTube, and, you know, I'm going to tell him exactly what I think of him. Cool, good for you. The other way is pressure on myself. I've put a lot of pressure on myself over the years to making sure I'm constantly uploading. And it comes to a point, I had a breaking point sometimes where I then don't upload for 3-4 weeks if I've been on holiday and I'm not back in the swing of things. It does get on top of you to try and manage your time a bit better or schedule it. I decided to go from 1 video a week to 2 to then 3. And then I can't keep up with the 3 now, and I get annoyed with myself because I can't produce 3 when the only person's fault is my own. But hey ho. Yeah, so that's the only lows really. It's just people behind a keyboard with no profile picture. I've always said this for time and time again over the years. If you've watched me back in the day, you know what I'm about to say. I honestly feel anyone with a social media profile, whether it be Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, it should be verified. You should be, right, if you want one of these, where do you live? What's your full name? What's your telephone number? You've got to be a verified person to have any form of say on the internet, in my opinion. The things that people say on Twitter to each other is just beyond belief. Some of the vile things people said. I've had it a lot. I had the video I did about my friend who took his own life many years ago. I've spoken about this a lot. On the video of me explaining about it all and the stuff that I went through, I had about 3 people that I ended up blocking on YouTube way back and when, because they told me to go and do the same thing my friend should have done. The world would be a better place without me in it, so you might as well go and join your mate. And it does get to you. It does. It breaks you down after a while, after reading it. You start to believe some of these comments, and I don't get it. I'm a happy person 99% of the time. I'm enthusiastic. I'm smiling, bubbly. I'm always making jokes about things, but stuff does get to you over time, and it builds up to the point where you're like, why am I even doing this? It's just causing me nothing but misery. And you can get 1,000 nice comments in a row. Nick, that says awesome work. Love what you're doing. Love the videos. You can get that 1,000 times. You get one person that comments something crap like that, and it just takes it all away from you. It takes it out of you. But that's the negatives done, and it's mainly people, to be honest. But you can't control that. If you're going to start social media, I would say be prepared, but you cannot be prepared. You can't, in any way, shape, or form, get used to it. You get used to it. Sorry, that's what I mean. You can't prepare in any way to receive the criticism or the nastiness from people, but that's what it is. You put yourself online, be prepared for it. So the highs, there's a lot more highs than there is lows. After losing my dad, the whole story about how I started YouTube, I lost the passion for work because I didn't have that person to, when I did a good job, you'd take pictures, or he'd be there with me. He was a tradesman as well. He was a painter decorator. A tradesman, I use that term loosely with painters. And I used to show him what I did, and it was like my dad, oh yeah, the proud little moments that you have, and he would show you, go, great job, and this, that, and the other, and tell him how much you earned that week. And I lost all of it. I lost the passion for work. I lost the passion for being self-employed. That's why I applied for a job at Sky years ago, because I just had enough. But with starting YouTube, I now have that again by showing you a lot of my work. And I know I get criticised, and a lot. I've learned so much from being online about the newest regs coming out, the way things should be done correctly or differently compared to where you are in the UK, or what type of boss you have, or there's so many things that you could do one job, so many different variations, and everyone likes to tell me their opinion. But I take it on board, because there's so many ways that, let's say I do fuse board videos, which I've done hundreds of times. Every person fits a fuse board different, so I pick little bits and bobs from the comment section and try it out in further videos. But yeah, a YouTube community has done me wonders over the years. I really, really enjoy putting videos out for you guys to watch, and just to, I don't know, absorb it and then tell me what you think, sort of thing, nicely. Another high from YouTube is Adam. You all know him, you all love him. I'm fortunate to have met Adam at the right time and right place when I started YouTube, where I could go, yeah, I think this is going to work. And obviously I've known Adam since he was born, so we had that family connection. But to have Adam be as good as he was, and me be attentive enough to give him the best time and effort I felt I could do to him now being self-employed, running his own business, getting his own jobs. He obviously works with us a couple of days a week anyway, and we still got a really, really good relationship. It's a massive high from YouTube that has allowed me to train another young lad, give him, well, the world to work from. Like, he's got everything he needs now, but I couldn't have done that if I didn't start YouTube, because I just never had the funds to do so, or the passion to take someone on and to teach them. So that's a massive one. Adam, thank you if you watch this. Once again, amazing community of people. The advice I can get from you guys, it's like our own little forum in the comment section, but this jumps across to Instagram as well. To me, Instagram is the best platform to be on for like a forum almost, where you've got 99% of people on there are absolutely sound, and put a story out and whatnot. It's a bit different to YouTube, because I feel like it's a bit more worldwide. But a lot of the people that you watch me on YouTube, you guys are on Instagram anyway, and we sort of, chat every now and then, or you interact with the stories and bits and bobs. Yeah, going across it again, I've learned so much from just being the average spark, which I was before. If you're not online, I feel like if you're not online now, you do get left in the past. There's so many things that were happening with reg changes, with the industry moving forward, with smart tech, or just so many tips and tricks I've picked up from being online or watching other people do stuff online. I got taught by one spark and I did things his way. But nowadays, young lads that are coming into the trade, you lot, can watch 50 different sparks do a fuse board, and you can pick the bits that you like from that. So it's like being taught by, you could have 100 teachers and you get the best bits of everyone. I think it's a really, really good platform to be on, or just to be online, sorry. Obviously, a very cool new thing as well is I've got my own tool bag range by Velocity Pro Gear, if you guys don't know. I brought out the NB100, which is my sort of pick up and go bag, first fix bag. I did the printer bag, which is the NBL1, which is the Brother Label printer bag. The NB200 is out. I think it lands in the UK in about 2 weeks. So we're going to do some giveaways with that. I've got that small tester bag coming out. I've got Sleeve It coming out. And there's one more which I'm not allowed to talk about. But that's one of the things, if my dad was here, I'd be like, oh, Dad, by the way, got my own tool bag range. Like, it's so bizarre to say, but it's so cool. Sponsors. So obviously I couldn't have done half of this without the sponsors I've got. Loads of wicked sponsors over the years. Obviously we've got Traderify, we've got Bosch in the background, we've got Rhino Trade Insurance, we've got Unilight, another massive one, and there's loads of others been across the way, like Expert Electrical, and the bits and bobs that I've done every now and then, which has just been mind-blowing to see these people want to work with me, and we've got a really good relationship that you build up. If you're going to start YouTube, you start social media, once you start getting a bit of numbers behind you, the sponsorships will come. So just be patient, but pick and choose the people that you want to work with and that you actually would work with outside of YouTube. Like, you would buy their products anyway. They're the best sponsors to have. Anything outside of that is forced content, and it's not received well. If you can do something that you would actually spend your money on and buy with your own hard-earned pennies, they're the ones to go for. My confidence has gone from strength to strength over the years. I've always been a confident lad. I don't mind talking in front of people. I'm always the first one to crack jokes. But it's made my self-worth go up. After going through that 1 year absolute nightmare, it's now turned into this, I'm just a different person. I'm more open. I'll be honest about anything. I think you guys know. I think I'm too open sometimes, but it's done me wonders. It's just opened my eyes a little bit to how many nice people are out there in the world. And a few of you are right as well. Meeting new people or the trade shows. I've obviously met Dave Savory. I've met CJR. Jordan, and all these other, guys on YouTube, and then the community outside that. So my YouTube members, we've done some stuff with them. I've worked with other people on rewires. I'm going to be doing a unit meetup as well. So when I hit 100k, all my YouTube members are going to be coming across for a party there. We're going to play some games, we're going to do some giveaways, got loads of tool bags. So every time someone wins a game, or we're going to have a little putting green, we're going to have the beanbag toss, some darts. I'm going to set all that, have some drinks in there, and yeah, it's going to be wicked. So I want to thank them for being just as supportive as everyone else. And the last thing really, it's YouTube pays well. It does really pay well. I think when I started YouTube, I did it as a hobby. But then it was like tipping point whether or not I carry on with it as a hobby because I enjoy it, but it's eaten a lot of my personal time up. Like, I've got 3 young kids, or they were young at the time, they're not so much young anymore. How much I'm going to sacrifice of that. And I said I'd love for YouTube one day for it to pay me £500 a month. That's enough for me to sacrifice a couple of evenings a week to do something I enjoy. To have a hobby that you can earn money off is incredible. And obviously that's just gone strength to strength to strength, where I do an annual review of how much I got paid from YouTube every year. I can't do the sponsorship things because there's contracts and whatnot. But obviously I've got my finger in many pies with the tool bags and with Unilight and Traderify and loads of other bits and bobs. The money's great, but it's taken me a long time to get there. I have a lot of people moan at me that you get free drill, you get free lights, you get this. It's like, really, I don't. Because the advertisement I get from my channel that's took me nearly 5 years to build up, you've got to realise that I still believe that I'm probably down with how much time is taken to go into stuff and being a spark. But if you don't have the work there to do the time, then it's free time. So yeah, it's done me wonders. I'm going to hit 100k very soon, and maybe 200,000, 300,000, maybe a mil one day. I never thought I'd hit 1,000 subscribers, and here we are at 100,000. So could be. But yeah, I just thought if you're going to start YouTube, be prepared for a lot of positives, but there is negatives with it. Hold your head high. There's a community out there. If you want any advice, reach out to me on Instagram or in the comment section below. Everyone can jump in. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.